Okay. Good morning. It is Sunday, September 10th, 5:57 a.m. Luckily I don't have to be to work this morning, but I do have to go to church this morning, and my girlfriend, she has to go to work this morning. So, well, technically we do have to get up and this morning, but we didn't have to be up this early. So I think I probably went to sleep somewhere around, I think maybe 1:30. I think I noticed at one point while I was asleep that the upstairs neighbors were playing some loud music or whatever. And I think I heard it a little bit, but then I think I was in just a deep enough sleep, and I did have a couple of drinks before I went to bed. So usually that kind of helps me go to sleep sometimes, because I think what alcohol does to the nerves, I think it dulls down the I guess the neuron's ability to fire the neurotransmitter. I forgot, but alcohol does something to help you really go to sleep, right? So I didn't realize that, they were probably playing it really loud to the point where my girl, she just told me that she put in a 311 noise complaint for them upstairs. I was still asleep when all this happened. Then at around, let me see, I think it was about 5. You said it was 5:20 that you woke up.
It
Just
was 2:12 the first.
2:12 the first time. And then when did they just end? Like 5:40?
Something like that, or 5:50. What time is it?
It's 5:57.
Yeah, 5:50 it was.
Okay, so they just stopped at 5:50. Now get this. As I'm waking up, she jumps up first to go and turn on her phone, right? As I'm like realizing that I'm feeling my airbed vibrate, because their whole stereo system is like literally. Okay, hold up. Oh, yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. All right. This stereo system. Okay, so this is our bed, right? Our head's over here. This stereo system. Let me see. Follow the light. Okay. Their stereo system is positioned right here. Now, as I'm laying in the bed, I'm hearing the handlers on the V2K. They're like, Chris is a bitch ass nigga. Because what they're expecting me to do is to go upstairs, knock on the door, and ask them to turn it down. Now, mind you, as I'm slowly coming to awakeness, I am feeling a heavy vibration. And it's a very tight, like millimeter wave vibration going directly into the heart. So I took my right hand and I pinched it. I pinched that millimeter vibration, which I still have it. It's still on my heart at this moment. But I think now they're kind of, yeah, it's still there, but it's not as strong. That millimeter wave is coming from the direction of where their stereo is. Now, I know I've probably mentioned this before, about how they basically take the electromagnetic radiation from electronic devices, and they create like a energy beam from that electromagnetic field of radiation. They take an energy, they form an energy beam, and they direct it to wherever they want it to go. So I realized that I wanted to understand a little bit more, and I'm glad I didn't jump up and try to do like go and record or anything like that, because if I didn't just keep my stillness for that moment, I wouldn't realize they positioned their stereo right over the bed just so that they can create a direct link or like a direct streamline from their stereo upstairs that's positioned above the bed to my heart, right? And I think, babe, you said your heart is actually, you feel a frequency on your heart too? You said you feel a frequency on your heart too?
Yeah, like that chest area.
Okay. Yeah. So this is, until I can actually, I mean, obviously I don't have any visual I don't have any equipment that I can show you the frequency, but I can feel the vibrational millimeter wave. I can feel the millimeter wave traveling through air from that angle upstairs, from that specific side of the wall, all the way into my heart, and then hers. So what I want to do is I gotta try to figure out a way to see how can I create some type of, I don't know, I gotta figure out what type of device can I either make or buy that can display those waves. Now they're up and they're talking because they know that. And the funny thing is, I'm actually going to just put this against the wall for a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a way to actually figure out how can I get a visual display of these frequencies. I bought the red and blue stage lighting gels, but I still haven't bought the welding goggles yet. That's just one way someone said you can do it, but I'm gonna try it, see how it works. But besides that, I got a frequency on the right hemisphere of my brain going through the forehead. What? Let me see. Oh yeah, right hemisphere of the brain coming in through the front. There's two different ones. There's one coming in through the frontal lobe on the right side of the head, and then there's another one coming in through the memory part. Anytime I try to start remembering to talk about something, they start attacking my memory. Why? Because if I can't remember, then I don't know what to say, so I have to record all these things. This is a form of domestic terrorism. This is a form of there's so much energy going into the right side of my head. It's like if you had a water hose on full blast and you just pressed it against your skull. and you feel the water pressure from the water just blasting against the side of your head. That's what it feels like. Right now, they're calling me a bitch ass nigga, right? But here's the thing. I'm not going to play their games. I'm going to play it in such a way that I'm not going to hit you first. I'm not even going to swing at you. I'm just going to expose you. Now they're calling me a snitch ass nigga. I'm not going to play your game. Why would I play your game and end up in a position that you're going to be in later? Why would I play your game? The fastest way to get rid of a demon is to expose it to light. Demons and evil spirits do not like light. That's why they do things between the hours of 2 a.m. and like 5 a.m. Those are demon operating hours. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to put this out there because this was clearly an assassination attempt. And obviously can't really rely on, seems like almost anyone in the intelligence agencies or the Department of Defense, because they're all on hush and they're all basically infiltrated by the secret society. So I just have to document exactly how these things are working. And right now, there are a number of different frequencies coming from my phone that are like right now, the frequency I'm feeling that's on the side of my head, that's coming from the top of my phone. Oh, and then now as I said it, they're changing the direction. So now it's like they shifted the direction now. Because I pinched the frequency as it was coming from the phone. They shifted it, so now it's coming from the lower end of the phone, which also confirms that this is being steered by the phone's phased array antenna. All right. Yeah, I'm taking note of everything that they're using from cell phones, especially Apple products. Anyway, take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.